We also now take a look at what's happening in the US. In a rare legal move seeking to bypass federal appeals court, Special Counsel Jack Smith has directly asked the US Supreme Court to decide if Donald Trump has immunity against prosecution for alleged crimes that the former president may have committed in office. Responding to Jack Smith's unprecedented request, the US Supreme Court has agreed to consider if Trump is indeed immune to criminal proceedings. Notably, in the 2020 presidential elections interference case, the special counsel is overseeing evoking Nixon's Watergate trial. Smith's move is an attempt to keep the upcoming election subversion trial against Trump on track. Now, the special counsel's team has asked the apex court to review District Judge Tanya Chutkan's ruling against Trump's assumed presidential immunity in this case. In his filing to the Supreme Court on Monday, the special counsel called the request a fundamental question at the heart of American democracy. He added that the Supreme Court's decision would be imperative public importance and that the election subversion trial proceed promptly if Trump's claim of immunity is rejected.
Well, the defense team has argued that due to Trump's Senate acquittal during his impeachment trial, the former president cannot be tried on the same charge twice. On the basis of this, the special counsel has also asked the top court to decide if Trump is protected by double jeopardy. The former president has until the 20th of December to file a response on this.
A spokesperson for Trump has slammed the special counsel for his move, calling the request politically motivated. The representative has accused Smith of attempting a Hail Mary by racing to the Supreme Court to bypass the appellate process. Donald Trump's trial in the 2020 election subversion case is currently scheduled to be held on the 4th of March 2024.
And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tharani has sent us this report from New York on what is the latest and what do we know about the reason Smith took to take this very rare step. Take a listen.
Late on Monday, the Supreme Court said that it would consider Special Counsel Jack Smith's request to rule quickly on whether presidential immunity protects former President Donald Trump from prosecution in the 2020 election interference case. Justices are expected to be apolitical. However, with this decision, they are now at the heart of the 2024 presidential campaign. Smith is rushing this case in case Donald Trump becomes president once again and is able to pardon himself. It would be the first time that the High Court is getting involved and ruling on anything regarding the former president, who is also the Republican Party's frontrunner. The special counsel in this extraordinary case bypassed an appeals court. The Trump team calls it politically motivated.
Now, if you look at the election calendar and Trump's calendar of legal issues, it will all come together next year. They will converge in the eyes of the voters. But how is this expected to affect his presidential bid? Susan weighs in on this as well.
Well, until recently, it just seemed that something would happen, an event would unfold, and the former president's popularity would erode. We're seeing really that's not the case. And with the Iowa caucuses coming up and immediately after that, New Hampshire, time is running out, not only for Ron DeSantis, but also Nikki Haley. And then there was talk that perhaps these two Republican contenders may join force, and then that would provide some kind of challenge to former President Donald Trump. However, it's becoming increasingly clear that should Ron DeSantis drop out, his supporters wouldn't go towards Nikki Haley. They would actually go towards former President Donald Trump. So something very dramatic would have to happen where the former president Donald Trump wouldn't be the Republican frontrunner in 2024.